That one was four left off the Tour Dynamics and just thrown that way. I thought it was going to be too slow, but it came around it. That's a little bit better. It looked a little bit better. Whew. I thought that one was good. Ooh, off balance. Doesn't matter. Who needs balance? Crunch. Oh, that was horrendous. All right, let's stay vertical on this one. Bang. I don't know if it's just the colors, but it just feels way more lopey than like the Effect Tour. For me, this one's way smoother and rounder off of it, but just, and again, it could just be the colors and the logos, but it just feels like that one's down the lane, almost like the Forges, but.
So that one's, that one's a little tumbly then?
It feels really tumbly.
Okay.
Like the Black Venom felt like it, although it was early and smooth, but it felt like it got there a lot easier than this one. It didn't look like it was, and again, it could be just the colors, but it didn't look like it was fighting to change directions as it was going down the lane.
Like it wasn't slowing down as much?
Right.
Okay.
That's what it felt like. More perfect balance.
Like that one doesn't look as chonky as like the Sub-Zero.
Right.
But I see a little Sub-Zero in it.
Definitely. It's, when I first got it, I was almost thinking it seemed rounder than the Sub-Zero somehow. Just, I mean,
it does have that kind of continuous archy where the Sub-Zero's a little more, it's not, the Sub-Zero's not necessarily defined, but it's more of a...
Yeah,
it doesn't round off the spot quite as much.
Yeah, this one seems like typical banana shape, whereas the Sub-Zero you could say is more of an arc, I guess.
Yeah.
It's split in hairs, but it just feels like this one is way rounder. That might be the best shot I've thrown today.
Yeah.
Stayed balanced, hit my target. 10 back, split the 8-9.
Yeah.
I'll go 2 left and add a little rotation, I guess. By a little rotation, I mean quite a bit more there.
Yeah.
Still just super round.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that one was going to sneak up a little bit, and it
I thought so off my hand.
Sat there, yeah.
I was like, that's a lot more rotation than I meant. Please don't go high. It didn't. See if we can just keep going left before we have to slow down. Okay, that's where it hits it.
Yeah.
That's where you got to slow down. I found it.
That's still one of those weird hits where if you get it like a board further out, that's a mixer, and if you get it a board further in, it's
One's flush, one's light swish.
Yeah.
But right there is 710. Go one more left and slow down a little. Yeah. Just got to give it time to come around it from that steep. Yeah. Really not the ball you should use to do that, but
if you can slow it down and bang on it, it's one of those that gives you more forgiveness down lane.
Definitely. Slow down again and move 2 left. Oh, that may be a lot too much. Yeah. Wasn't my best executed shot anyway.
I was gonna say, if that one made it.
I was still sliding when my hand was out here.
Yeah.
We'll try it one more time. Just because I'm a two-hander and I got to get left. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. That one definitely like pushes there and then it moves.
Yeah, it's cleaner. It's
definitely quicker off of it for sure. Lethal Venom might be more like an Envy Tour when it's fresher with surface.
That would make sense.
Versus, I mean, Envy Tours get pretty clean and quick without surface, but that one looked pretty smooth and round earlier, so.
Yeah.
Off the hand quick. Still got the 10 out. It's funny because I had like 0 doubts about the Lethal slowing down and making that turn. And this one I'm like, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow, come on, come on.
Spinning your finger.
You're missing the window, missing the window. Not that I've thrown them fantastic so far, but.
Yeah.
Really caught that one. Really gave that one the business.
Yeah.
We'll go 2 left. Stand on 27. Where we moved after the 4-pin with the Lethal.
It just looks like an IQ Tour with torque. Because it's just the same, I mean, obviously they're the same color, but at the same time, it's the same feel and look all the way down the lane. And of course, I've got one of those too that I've put a lot of games on, and that's just what it, kind of everything.
So this is the first time I hit it with a pad since I got it. I love this thing with lane shine on it. It's just, seems to work on anything, which was the same with the Obsession Tour. I don't know what it is with the Tour V covers that they've put on the Obsession and this one, but they just seem to love lane shine for me. We'll try slowing down and going left like we did the Lethal, but it might get too far down there. Stand on 30.
Yeah, when the Lethal doesn't quite make it back, it almost looks like it's because it's a little bit slow.
Right.
That one's just...
It's just pushing.
Not seeing it fast enough.
I would agree. And this one I think actually flares more. Like it's got a moderately slightly stronger layout on it by like a 1/2 inch in the pin and mass bias, but I'm not good enough to notice a 1/2 inch.
Yeah. That's what she said.
I was gonna say most women's wives, or most women's wives, most men's wives.
Yeah.
I don't know. Women's wives may not complain about it. Would it be a ball review without dirty jokes? Yeah. Would it be bowling without dirty jokes?
Well, that's one of those things that people get really crazy about layouts, but it takes a 1/2 inch in direction for anybody under the pros to be able to tell.
I would agree.
Belmo could probably feel a 1/4 inch or something, but most people aren't going to feel the difference between, 4.5. I mean, 4.5 and 5 on the pin, I think, is where you would notice it. But like, if you have a 4 3/4 versus 5 inch pin, you're not going to notice it.
No.
You're just not.
And I feel like the only reason the pros are going to notice it is because they hit the same target.
Yeah, they're
so when they go from the 6 pin kicking out the 10 to wrapping around it, they're like, oh, that one's a longer pin.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be.
Uh-huh.
That definitely could have struck.
But yeah, that one, that's kind of interesting. Another thing that I've been on a people don't pay enough attention to ball reviews thing. Mm-hmm. That can be on the same trajectory, but if it's cleaner, it's going to get to a break point that's further out.
Right.
Because people look at those like, well, the Lethal, if I compare a couple shots, like, well, the Lethal hit 6 and that one hit 4. Well, it's like that one's cleaner, so it's going to, if it's
going
being
to push
thrown
there.
Right, it's going to push further, and it's going to reach a break point that's further out.
Right.
So even though it's on the same trajectory, it hit the same target at the arrows, the release, whatever else, it's just going to push further and end up further right than something that's earlier.
Yep. I would absolutely agree with that. And to give this one a fair shake, we'll slow down and throw it like we did the Lethal. Same spot, 32, a little slower. Whoa! That one got way down there in comparison.
Yeah. But again, I mean, you did slow down.
Right.
It just pushed further.
Further and further. It just kept going. See if we can do that one again and maybe get it to actually face up. Trying to throw the same shot. That was not the same shot, but it looked better.
Yeah, even then, when you let go of that, it looked like it was in.
Yeah,
but then
it was definitely in the whole way.
But with the Lethal, that would have picked up, and
yeah,
it's a good shot to illustrate.
We'll go to 35 like I did with the Lethal, and then we'll be done with this one. I don't even know if you guys can see me on this lane level camera or not. Oh, that was terrible. Just kidding. Off my hand, I said that one was terrible. And it was. Gonna have plenty of footage to cut through, Luke. I apologize. All right, we'll cut it there. That's a good one to end on.
Yep.
Start on 25 as well. Much sharper off of it.
Yeah.
That was on, I mean, that's the same line that I started with both the Lethal and the Effect.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna be like the Primal, where I have to get further left because it wants to come off of it harder. And then I'm gonna get too far left and it's gonna say goodbye. So we'll go 3 left off of that. Off that big 4. enough. All right, we'll go one more left off that 4-pin.
See it fast.
It comes off of it much harder. This one does have something over the others though, and that's that it smells delicious. I mean,
that's true. Those smell like paint cans.
I think it's kiwi tart, if I remember right.
I think you're correct. Kiwi, yeah, that sounds right. It's kiwi something. So yeah, tart.
Whatever it is, it's delicious. Whoa!
I got ready to say, yeah, I sniff Luke's from time to time, but I didn't want to totally mess you up. Because Luke has one.
It smells incredible.
Yes.
All right, staying on, what is this, 31? After we started on 25 with both the other ones, just because this one's so quick. I mean, it looks cool, but if you're looking for that early traction, it just doesn't compare. It's just so much cleaner down the lane. Okay, so just to hit the pocket, we're 6 left of the other 2 because it's so responsive. Wow. I didn't think I grabbed the whole of that one that much, but I must have. That or I hit all of my track that I didn't need to, all of my lines that I didn't need to be playing as a two-hander. I've taken away my own hold. Is this what it's like for all the thumb-in bowlers on League?
Yeah.
There's supposed to be oil here. All right, standing on 33. A little too forward for that much angle. Okay, back to 33 here. Oh, come on, man. That one was so good.
Yeah. And this is the difference, too, between traction and response.
Yes.
Because that one, it looks like it covers more boards from straighter, but it's just responding more to the friction. But once you get deeper, it's easier to see that the other ones, the other balls, even though like the Effect Tour is strong, it's
definitely cleaner.
Getting more traction. Yeah, the Ion Pro is definitely cleaner than the Effect Tour.
That's something when people ask me, hey, what kind of ball should I get? And it's like, well, are you missing a ball that hooks early, or are you wanting one that turns sideways? Like, what shape are you looking for? Because if you want the most hook, then you should probably go for something early. But if you're wanting to see your ball turn sideways, you need something responsive.
Yeah.
So traction and response are the best way to judge what kind of ball reaction you need. And I'm only this far left because this one's so responsive. Like I can wrap my hand around that one all day and it'll just keep ripping off of it. Whereas the others I have to slow down. Yeah. Because it's just, they're too slow. There's so much traction. Their response time is slower. Yeah. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I feel like I'm adding something to the video. Yeah. I don't know whether you'll include it or not, but sometimes it takes someone saying it a slightly different way for it to click in your brain. I know that's why I talk to Austin a lot. Yeah. Because he's really smart at making complicated things stupid for me. If you were to pick the sexiest ball reaction, it's that one.
Yeah, the sexiest one,
Sexiest.
or the one that looks best on video, would be that one.
That one, absolutely. Because it looks sweet going all the way down the lane, turning sideways, but if I'm gonna score, I'm going Effect 2 or Lethal.
Yeah.
At least on a pattern.
That one would be that one would be more a transition ball.
Right.
But maybe not, it depends on the pattern too, because that one might just be over under. It might be
Right. So like if my Lethal or my Effect 2 are too early, but I don't want to go to something like Pearl to get it through that spot, I could maybe throw this one because it's the same slot in the bag, because it's similar core, differential, mild Asym, low diff, but just the cover and the response is cleaner and quicker than both of them. So we'll go 2 more and see. I still haven't slowed down with this one. I'm still throwing at my normal speed and it's still ripping off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's got a... I thought that was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. But that one would be when you have some free friction and a little bit of room to work with, where the torque dynamics maybe is more stable.
Right.
Is down from those other two, but still more stable.
Right. Like, I don't think, I mean, the Tour Dynamics is definitely a weaker cover than all of them, but there is no chance this thing recovers from all the way in there. Yeah. Not at that speed. I mean, I'll try it just to see, but I know I'm going to mix up your video here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It tried.
Yeah,
just not enough. It's just not quite enough.
Yeah. But and those are the things that we were talking about that the pros see.
Right.
It's like that ball's missing it, and it's not. It tried, but it's not that it just missed it, but it was also flat.
Yes.
Too. Like it missed it, and it just
I mean,
definitely not enough.
We've seen Belmo throwing the Tour Dynamics a ton since the Masters last year. Like, I don't think anybody really threw it on tour. And Belmo started throwing it at the Masters last year.
Yeah.
And now I see him in his vlogs throwing it all the time. And say he left that almost 710. And he's like, well, I've got an Ion Pro that's drilled pretty similarly. Let me stand in the same spot and watch it rip off of it and crush him. But
but that still got through the pin.
yeah, and that was even
better.
In and a little forward.
Yeah.
And it still picked up more than that one when I gave it the friction.
Yeah, it picked up and it punched. It didn't kind of like the Tour Dynamics kind of quit.
Yes, I think it legitimately ran out a differential.
Yeah.
I think if it had a slightly stronger core, I think it would have made it. It wouldn't have been.
Because the Ion Pro's core is a little stronger than the Tour Dynamics.
This one's like 034.
It's 034, 035, and 013.
And that one's like 027.
It's 026.
026, something like that.
027, and then 010, 011.
Just like
maybe
much less.
Yeah.
Almost a whole 10.
Yeah, on differential. Yeah, there's a bigger differential difference than the end.
Right. Right. Yeah, that one's the furthest away than, as far as core numbers, than the Lethal, the Effect.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lethal, the Effect, or this one.
I just saw Larry flip team off.
Yeah, that one wasn't the best shot.
Yeah.
The fact that one still hit the pocket and I didn't throw it that good,
Yeah.
that's surprising.
Again, that was a wrap 10 instead of a flat 10. So it just went.
And it almost 710 with the Tour Dynamics.
Yeah.
They kicked the 7 late. And if I slow down with this one, it's just going to turn sideways. So I'll slow down to where the other ones were. But it's going to respond before it gets there, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just over responds there, where the others blend it out longer.
Yeah.